Jim, I want to circle back to Apple for a moment. And by the way, congrats to you, because you were the ones saying that there was going to be all this demand, and you really were saying that for a while.
out there. People I was hounded by short sellers, hounded by people who said, Jim, you're just out there with Apple. And I remain convinced from what Lowell McAdam told me in February, the CEO of Verizon, largest user, that demand is going to be very strong. Now, yesterday, Verizon came out and said that selling for this phone is consistent. Well, if you dig deeper, what they're saying is consistent with the very strong view that Lowell McAdam outlined. He was the only CEO who predicted that this was going to be a gigantic uptick. I mean, for instance, as much as I love John Legere, he's a fun, exciting guy, they did not predict that there would be 4 times the demand. And by the way, that's a huge number. And Sprint, Sprint and T-Mobile, if you put it over the previous phone, you'll see that this was just a huge burst. And a lot of it is that people want processing power, and a lot of it is the New York Times review today is very typical, how much more space there is. And I think that unless you play games, unless you have a lot of music, you don't realize it's chronic that you're running out of space in the 5. Anyone who has the 5, the 4, I think that they're just automatic upgrades at this point. It's that night and day, 6 times the power of a 5. I have a 5, and I know I'm just waiting for the hoopla to die down.
I'm surprised you have a 5, actually, still.
Why did I have a 5 and didn't go up to the 6? I love my 5, and I just don't use it as much as, say, my kids who have to go up to the 7 because they're doing, they're doing virtual reality games. They're doing a huge amount of music. I use it as a phone in some processing, but I have to upgrade. I know. I waited. I just felt it's expensive. I was doing okay.
Hey, what color are you going to go for?
I do like that black matte. I like the black matte. Now, remember, I always end up putting a cover on the things I'm scared. And I don't know if I'll upgrade the watch because I happen to like my watch. I don't know how much more it'll have. But look, I'm an Apple guy, and I was surprised I didn't go to the 6, but I loved my 5 and didn't bother. I should have gone, I guess. I have a great reseller in Summit. I'll just go to New Jersey.